Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Welcome to Trades by Bren. I hope you're doing well. Let us know where you're streaming in from in the chat. Let's have a look at the charts. We're day trading live. The S&P 500 futures. This is the daily chart. This is the 5-minute chart. Let's remove the drawings. Every day is day one around here. We got to start over every day. I don't know what you see, but I see double bottom. Okay, that's a higher low double bottom. Why? Because this one's higher than this one, and a move up. Okay, so that's how things went on Friday. And if you were here for the stream, um, sorry, no, this is the weekly chart. But if we look at the daily chart or the weekly chart, right? If we look in the top left-hand portion of the screen, you can see that that's a time frame. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some beats going because you know I need my beats. And let's switch to the 5-minute chart. Okay, so we're in the open. It's 7:07. It's 7:07 a.m. Pacific. All right. So that's how we're living, and life is good. Think that'll work. Yeah. All right. That's looking good. We got the stream going. We got people streaming in, and life is beautiful. I've got the microphone. I got the headset, as you can see. So let me know how the sound is and if you can hear me. And if the music is too loud, please let me know. We're still working out the kinks around here. I'm a better trader than I am a streamer. Okay, so it's all new. But like I was saying, if we look at the higher time frames, this is a daily chart. We're up, right? New time high was here. That's the orange line. And that was the old all-time high. And we broke above. We came down to test this high, okay, which was the February 12th high. And then as you can see, ever since then, we've just moved up. So basically, we're bullish, right? We're basically bullish, okay? And then if you see this, it's it's channel, right? So we're channeling up. But usually what happens when we get to these important prices is the market goes sideways for a little bit and tries to decide. Notice this is pretty much what happened here, right? Because we had this big push up. That's a big push up, guys. That's a big push up. All right, if we just measure that, that's a 160-point move up from here to here, right? And then look, we went sideways and then we pushed up again. So that's how channels work, right? And that's pretty much what you can expect from a lot of charts, because this is classic price action. You get a move in a direction and then you have a little bit of a pause. We call that sideways price action or trading range, right? This is a breakout, right? And then this is a trading range, right? It's a pullback, but it just means we go sideways. And then the market either reverses in the other direction or moves up, okay? So that's what we're looking at on the daily chart. Now let's look at the 5-minute chart and see what we see. Let's look at the 5-minute chart and see what we see. Let me make sure I got the chat popped out here. So I usually look what's happening right at 7, because 7 often, at 7 Pacific, there's often something important happens. So 7 would be right around here, okay? So what do we see? We see that the moving average now is acting as support. How do I know that? Because look at the blue line, and look what happens when we get to the blue line. Projected down. That was happening So that means the bears are selling below the moving average. So that's bearishness, right? Now, is this enough to make me want to sell? I mean, maybe, right? With a small amount of risk. We're here at the top. So you've got all this buying, and you could make a case that we're overbought, right? That's pretty extreme. So it makes sense that we get a move down. So I may take a move down here. If this is a strong sell signal, right? We just want to make sure that our risk is reasonably placed. So, you know, if we take 5 lots right here, that's reasonable. Well, let's do it. So right here we've got a bear channel moving down, okay? So we're watching this moving average. And if the moving average continues to act as support, then we want to keep expecting the moving average to act as support. But now what you see is price going in the other direction. So really in the morning, when it's early like this, it's a good idea to be flexible, right? So if you get stopped out on your first trade, okay, reassess, reevaluate. I mean, that's true always, right? But there's a 50-50 chance often in the first couple hours of reversals. So the market's basically deciding what's happening, right? What is happening? That's what the market's deciding. What direction do I want to go? So as you can see, we went down and now we're bouncing around, and it's like an indecisive person that can't make up their goddamn mind. Okay, and when that happens, that's called trading range price action. Trading range price action. TRPA. TRPA means expect lots of reversals. Look at all the tails on the bars. That tells you that there's buying and selling, right? And there's indecision in the market. So to me, it looks like the price wants to go down. Looks like the market wants to go down. Why? It's not rocket science, guys. Just, you know, connect the lines. Let's do red because it's bearish, right? Could be here or could be here, but you know, that makes a little more sense to me. So draw a line there. And let's see what R1 would be. R1 would be 4.5 points. So if we're in a trading range, strong bear bar, closing below many prior bars to the left. This was the breakout that I pointed out yesterday. Was the simple idea is the signal bar, so this would be a signal bar, is it closing above many prior bars to the left? Now, that's a decent amount of bars to the left. So this trade may work out, but we want to watch what happens because this is a trading range, right? TRPA means trading range price action.
The reason I say information overload in that thing is because, like, we're in this
expect many reversals, right? And especially expect, you know, support and resistance at the extremes. So at the moment, this is the trading range, right? So that means that bulls will buy in the bottom portion and bears will sell in the top portion, okay? But what we want, right? What we want is we want to break out to the downside. So what I would like to see is this pattern continue. It's a bear channel, right? And I'm saying it makes sense that we would be short here because there's such a move up. Plus, you've got a wedge top, right? But obviously, we're strongly bullish, so we may have to get out of this guy. And truth be told, ATR is 2.9, so 2.5 would be an appropriate profit target. So some buyers down here, right? But again, it's a trading range. So you're going to have buyers and sellers and you're going to have reversals constantly. And the whole point is to just basically, it's kind of like sniping, right? It's like little sniper mode. Because there's so many reversals, because there's buying and selling, you know, it's better to get in, get out quick. So I'd be happy to take profits on this guy, but ideally I'd like, you know, 2 consecutive bear bars. So bear bars on my chart are red. But this does not look great. However, as you know, if you've been to the stream before, the saying is anything goes until the bar close. So we gotta wait. Another possibility to consider is that this channel continues, right? And we get stopped out on this trade, which is possible and totally fine if we do, because we'll just reconsider. So I'm doing this expecting a move down. Not a huge position on. 4.5 point stop, not a big deal. We got the stop loss above the range there, near yesterday's close. Bulls starting to buy, but you can see there's bears selling, right? So it's like there's just indecision is a good way of thinking of it. So switching to a 10-minute time frame, you can see the channel pretty clearly when you switch, right? That. So what happens with these channels, if this channel does continue and we don't just bounce back up here, is that the bulls will take profits and the bears will take profits at new lows, right? So that will happen. So that's why I like the idea of having. That's why I like the idea of having our profit target at the low. And we're just gonna tolerate the, you know, ambiguity. I was talking about that on the stream last time. There's always a level of information that is uncertain. Okay, it's just Alex P. Thank you for the heads up. We'll turn the music down a little bit. Give me a shout out in the chat. Let me know where you're streaming in from. Okay, so no surprise. That's actually, that would be a possible buy setup there. But what we said was we were going to watch the EMA for support. So the bears tried to cause some damage, but there were buyers down here, right? The bears could not get 2 consecutive bear bars. But let's see what happens if we hold. Again, bear channel is what I'm seeing, okay? This guy, I call it a zigzag pattern or a ping pong pattern. I should probably start to call it a ping pong pattern because basically you have these channel lines and you got the top line here and all you need to do to draw the bottom line is parallel it like that, boom, right? Make that best fit, okay? So that would be the bottom of the channel. And basically the reason why I call it a ping pong pattern is because we just kind of ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, and there's just a lot of reversals inside. So we don't care too much about the back and forth. We care about the general direction, right? So we just want to know that the direction continually is creeping down, And because there's so many reversals, well, we have to basically use these trend lines to have an understanding, right? Because there's just going to be a lot of zigzagging, and we don't want to get confused, right? We want to know, okay, what is happening on a higher time frame? What's the bigger picture here? The bigger picture I'm seeing, as I said, is that we're so extreme, right? Like, that was a very strong rally. And if you were trading with me last week, it was really exciting because we got long here, we made money on the way up, and then I called the bottom actually. So, you know, we got a big, we got a few pieces of that move up, which was really fun. But after something so extreme, it would make sense that the bulls might start selling, right? And we get either sideways to down. So the question right now is like, are we just gonna get sideways? Or are we gonna get down? And that we do not know. So we're just gonna wait and watch. A lot of trading is waiting. You gotta be comfortable with that. You gotta love that. Learn to love to wait. 1:38 on the candle. 'Tampa, Florida. Shout out. Thank you for being here. "45 seconds on the candle. We got a short position on. We sold here. Not the best location for an entry, but reasonable given that strong bear bar. Does not look like the bears are getting that move down that we want. So now we've got a choice. Wait and see what happens at the moving average and potentially get stopped out, which I'm okay doing. Or change our plan. I told you guys I want to see what happens at the moving average. Okay? So that's what I want to do here. I want to see if the bears sell at the moving average, because they sold at the moving average all along here. Now the bulls have 2 consecutive bull bars, both closing near their highs. So that's good for the bulls, right? And we could see a move up. But what happened all along here was the bears said, okay, no, we're selling at the moving average. So what you got to do is trade the pattern until the chart tells you that the pattern's changed, and the pattern might change here, right? That says the pattern might have changed. Stopped out. Okay, no problem. All right, so we shake it off and reevaluate. So what that tells us that there's buyers down here, okay? And this will probably be more like a trading range. But Let's wait for the bar close and just kind of see what happens. Did I miss it? No, you didn't miss anything. And we might actually get the trade that we wanted right here. And if that's the case, we can just re-enter. Nothing wrong with that. Looks like we're getting it. We're just a little early on that entry. I'll put an order here. Minute 16 on the candle. It sucks when you get stopped out and the market did what you want. That sucks. But I never expect perfection. I never expect perfection of myself, and I'm always learning something. And also, it's like you're waking up at 5:30 a.m. if you're in Pacific time zone. So you're not going to be 100% at your best every single morning, right? Like right away, like first time, like fresh, like right out the gate. Okay, that I'm going to cancel because the bulls are buying into the close, right? And I do not like that. So I think we just want to wait. Now the bears did use the EMA as support, right? But there's just no. I just don't see selling pressure. I want to see selling pressure. What happened to my beats? There we go. Right after we enter, we get a buy signal. That sucks. That's a higher low double bottom. Shout out to Tampa, Florida. Let us know where you're streaming in from. This is Trades by Brand. I'm happy you're here. We're streaming live at 7 a.m. Pacific time. We're seeing trading range price action, which means lots of reversals. Although we do have a higher low now and a higher high. So technically, we are in a structure that would tell us bullishness is still happening. Count the bars on the screen. Since the open, the dotted line here is the open. There's a lot more bull bars than bear bars. Bull bars, that's buying. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 bars on the chart are bullish, 3 are bearish. So to me, that looks like a pullback. I was expecting a move down, but really, we just got a pullback, and the buyers are coming back in. So certainly glad I canceled that order. Great reminder that changing your mind based on new data is always a reasonable thing to do, right? That bar looked bearish right until the last 30 seconds, and then this guy. Let me turn that bar counter back on so it's easier to call these out. Okay, so that's bar 12. Let's get rid of this. So the next thing we're going to watch for is what happens as the price gets close to this line. Assuming it's here, right? Maybe it's here. But let's assume it's here first and see what happens. So this is a resistance zone. So we want to watch what happens as the price comes into here. People think support and resistance lines. It's support and resistance zones. It's an area. It's a support and resistance area. This is what we want. This is what we want.
It's for us to go farther. You know, every time I speak, I want the truth to come out. You know what I'm saying? Every time I speak, I want to shiver. I'm not saying I'm going to rule the world or I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world.
It's catch a baby.
Love this track. Life is good. We are day trading the SP 500 futures, clicking buttons, making money, trying to. Took one loss, no big deal. We're not actually trying to win here. We're not trying to win, we're not trying to lose. We don't want to win, we don't want to lose rather. We'd prefer to win, but we're not trying to win. We're trying to execute our process consistently according to our rules and procedures. So we want to watch what happens here, because now we're at the top of this channel. And if the channel's a structure, right? And if we stay within this structure, then that means the bears would sell around here. So we're watching what happens as price comes into this area. And we want to see if the bulls have conviction. Most likely we will stay within this structure. We've got 2 legs up now, so a move down would make sense. Or just another reversal. Good morning. Decent buy setup, but near the top of the channel here. So I'm waiting. Patience is the name of the game here. Patience. fact that this was a strong sell signal, bear breakout, breaking, closing below, a few bars to the left, and then the bulls bought, right? That shows trading range price action. Trading range price action, when you get a strong move in one direction, instead of that move continuing and causing momentum as it would in a trend, because it's a trading range, the opposite happens. In other words, instead of breakouts succeeding and trending in a direction, breakouts fail in reverse. So that's what we can see here. That was a strong, decently strong. I mean, it's the biggest bear bar on the chart. It's maybe the biggest bar on the chart since the open, right? And it's closing near its low. So that's a strong signal of selling. But then what happened? We got the opposite, right? So that shows you trading range price action. Now let's see if the same thing happens here, right? What happened here, we're seeing happen here, right? So can we expect this breakout to fail and then reverse back down? That's most likely based on the way I'm seeing the chart. Because look, that's what happened here. That's what happened here. That's what happened here. Okay? So let's see. We could also get a breakout to the upside because buyers are strong. And we've got a bottom here. And we're back. Had to get a jacket, a little bit chilly. I like to keep it cold. Helps you stay awake. Sometimes it's a little too cold though. All right. It is Monday, March 4th. It's a beautiful sunny day here in San Diego, California. I hope it's looking good where you're from. And if not, I hope you're in good spirits today. Market looks like it wants to go higher. All right, now is a key decision point because we're in a key area here. So the market's going to say, yes, we're going to break out to the upside, or no, we're going to fail. No. Line could be here. So let's keep that in mind. And let's actually put it there. Breakout, channel, breakout, pullback, channel. That's what we could see. 14 is a sign that the bulls are losing momentum, but you've got a tight bull channel. Draw the line like this. Oops. Draw the line like this. Look at how tight that is. It's going straight up. And the bulls get a close above this channel. Notice that this bar is spinning, switching to a 2-minute. I'm really not seeing any selling pressure. Do you? I mean, look at the chart now. From the open, from the dotted line, we see 3 bear bars on the chart, and one of those is a doji. So this is strongly bullish. So I'd like to be short, but my short premise looks like it's failing, unless something happens here that shows that the bears are, strong in any way, but I see weak bears. I just see a tight channel up after a higher low double bottom now. That's what I'm seeing. Bulls coming in strong still. 1, 2, 3 consecutive bull bars. Let's move this line up here. And again, same thing. See what happens in this area. Okay. Looks like we may get some sellers. And there we go. Watching this candle. Now, as you guys can see, I want to I want to short this thing, but I'm watching my confirmation bias. And if you're gonna short, why, right? Like every time the bears get a move down, right? Like we're seeing right now, how come the bulls come back in and buy it up, buy it up, buy it up? The bears need to do something. Like we need evidence, essentially, that they're selling. Switching to the 2-minute chart, we got a few bear bars, but not even closing past the midpoint. So breaking that channel, okay? Yeah, so we've got our boy just Alex P. He's playing the NQ, wants to pull back. Okay, and are you looking, sounds like you're looking to get long then? I'm assuming long entry. Okay, now we're starting to see it. There it is. Yeah, Alex P looking to get long on the NQ. The NASDAQ almost always identical to the S&P, so right now I'm looking to short, just a short scalp. But I could see us coming back down a little bit and then going higher. Market seems like it wants to go higher, but you got to respect the trend lines. So Alex, what I'm seeing, right? What I'm seeing is a bear channel. Why? Just because I connected the highs and the lower highs, right? First the line was here. Connected the lower highs, right? Then we broke above. I said, okay, maybe the line's here. And then look, this point connected perfectly with this point, right? So that shows me a bear channel. And bear channels are bull flags, which means if you zoom out, right, this could be a pullback on a, right, it could be a higher time frame pullback, and then we could get that move up like Alex P's talking about. But I want to see the bulls crack this trend line, because they didn't. They couldn't. In fact, that's exactly where the bulls took profits there. So this is a tight bull channel. We do have a higher low here, right? This is higher than this. So we may have found a bottom. That might be the low of the day. We'll see.
PJ, give me some.
Hey, G.
Great beats. This will be the trading channel with the best beats, mark my words. Alex P. Are you trading your own account or prop firm? And also, what time frame are you trading? Bears trying to get the move down. Okay, so that's what we were wanting. But the bulls got 1, 2, 3, 4 closes above the moving average, and then we get the move down. So that's what we're wanting down here. Was tempted to short here. I had an order ready to go. Would have gotten filled there. Okay, Alex B. Trading prop firm. What prop firm?
PJ, give me some.
15-minute time frame. Nice. Sometimes if I get confused with price action like this, just turn my head sideways, right? Because it's a tilted trading range. Which means within this structure, the bears are going to sell here and the bulls are going to buy here. So but remember, you have two things happening at once. You've got the bears getting a bear channel, right? So you've got lower lows, right? But this is within higher time frame bull trend, right? So you got to consider both cases. Two consecutive bear bars. Decent pair of bear bars there. Bears getting a close below the moving average. So you could argue the bulls failed here to get follow through above the moving average, trying to break above that bear channel rather. But we're always considering counter logic, so we can argue that the bears are, getting some selling pressure here in the top portion of this channel. Should be here, right? But you've also got a higher low, right? This high is higher than this high. Or sorry, this high, this low rather, this low is higher than this low, right? That was the low, and then we made a higher low here. So you could also argue that, like we were saying, bull trend, pullback, bull trend continues. We're always dealing with incomplete information. We're always dealing with uncertainty. My approach is to trade what the chart tells me until the chart tells me something different. Strong buying. 2-minute chart. Higher low. Looks like we're making another high low. Well, we did just make another high low on the 2-minute. So let's see if it happens. Let's see if it happens on the on the 5-minute. Alex says he agrees with me. Great minds think alike, my man. Trade the pattern until the chart shows you the pattern changed or is changing. Green smoothie. Greenish. Bar 18, market usually tries to reverse. So put a line here. This is a key little portion here of the session. From 7:55 to 8:05 Pacific. Because the markets had an hour and a half to probe in either direction. That's what the market's doing. It's probing. Oh, nope, that price is too high. The probe's in the other direction. Oh, no, that price is too low. Wants to go higher. Oh, let's go this way. So head to this top of this bear channel. Oh, no, that's too high. Now it's probing in the other direction. So after enough of that, you get some sort of decision, right? The direction becomes more decisive. You could stay in a trading range all day, but that's very rare. Very rare does the market stay in a trading range all day. You usually get a breakout in some direction. Now, how far we'll go in that direction, we don't know. But so far, we really haven't done anything but range. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Alex looking for that move up. Let's see what happens on this candle. Let's see if this candle closes on its high. If this candle closes on its high, yeah, I'd be comfortable taking a long. We'll see, Alex. You do have a higher low. But you also have the possibility of trend continuation failing. Alex, do me a favor. Tell me how the levels are sounding. How's the mic? How's the music? Still figuring all this streaming stuff out. A lot of trading is waiting. A lot of trading is waiting. A lot of trading is waiting. We're waiting for something to happen. Getting a little anxious, so I start rapping, spitting flows. Which day trader you know can do it like this? I will challenge any other day trader that is live streaming on YouTube to a rap battle. And I will win. The mic's a little muffled. Okay. Is that any better? Is that any better, Alex? How's the microphone sounding now? I'm gonna go ahead and buy. Great. Alex, thank you. I might change my mind. Yeah. I'm not gonna get in there. Tempting. It is tempting. And it's a reasonable long entry. Reasonable long entry. However, it could be a third leg trap because you got one leg up, two legs up. And so this would, you could call this a third leg trap. Why are the bulls hesitating here? ATR is 2.8. I'm short, Alex. Patience. Patience is the name of the game. Profit target's right there.
What the ballad?
So we stayed in the structure of a bear channel. Like I said, sellers would be up here. We just had to adjust a little bit. Sellers coming in strong. Short 7 contracts. Not a small position, but 2-point stop loss, so no big deal. We could also just go with the tight stop there if we wanted. But I don't like to do that. That would be an easy move here. It's a 4-to-1 trade. Market wants to go lower, but minute 40 buyers down here prior, so let's see. ATR 2.6. The problem with tight stops like that is they usually get hit. Buyers down here. This is tricky to trade. This is tricky to trade. Higher time frame might be the move. Or you just, just be patient, right? It's just a lot of indecision. Bulls keeping the price above the exponential moving average. Buyers down here. So bullishness. Unfortunately, that trade was not executed perfectly, right? Perfect execution would have been selling the close there. So we'll probably take the loss on this one. Small loss, $25 loss. No big deal. All right, let's get out of that. So, this is what they call chop. Chop, chop, chop. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And the bulls again will try and get that breakout. Hey, thanks, Alex. Appreciate you coming by, man. Shout out to my man, Alex. So that was why I don't like using the wide stop, but I did use the wide stop there, just in case we got the breakout to the upside, right? But this will happen often, right? The market will go stop you out by a couple ticks and then head the other direction. And that's why in price action like this, when there's just a lot of reversals, and this is very much trading range price action. Yes, you can connect the lows, and technically we're getting lower highs. But there's so many reversals. the best thing to do is put your stop up here and take profits quickly, right? So never expecting perfection of myself, always a work in progress. We did a stream a few days ago. Last week, one of the streams was, always a beginner, always a beginner. So I'm forever a beginner, and I'm always learning, and that's what you gotta do, because no one's smarter than the market. So if you're not learning, what are you doing? If you're not learning, you're not growing. And since no one's smarter than the market, then in order to do this well, you have to grow. You don't have a choice. You don't have an option. So I failed 22 times before I passed top step the first time to get my funded account. And there were people in the comments saying, you shouldn't fail that many times. I'm like, have you ever passed an evaluation? And then there were some idiots talking like that, right? They don't understand what it takes. The failures are just reps, right? Like, and then some just really smart person came in and dropped some gems on those people talking shit about me failing 22 times. And they said, what they say? He who doesn't fail doesn't learn. And I thought, wow. Mic drop. He who doesn't fail doesn't learn. It's like you gotta fail to learn. That's the bottom line. All right, so case in point, my profit target was here. Case in point why using tight stops and in a trading range is stupid. So sometimes you learn a lesson, sometimes you relearn a lesson. And I appreciate both. I'm certainly glad I got stopped out on this one, right? Because holding through this would have been, real pain in the ass. But it's not hard to see what's happening, right? We've got a channel. Aquino Johnson, where are you streaming in from, man? Let me know. What city? Failing 22 times is part of the work. It is part of the work. And it's part of the process. It's part of the learning process, right? It's crazy that people think failing is negative. If you have that attitude in trading, you're gonna fail. You're gonna fail at trading. Like, that's the bottom line. If you think failing is bad, you will fail to succeed at trading. I'm willing to say that, and I do think that's the case. Because, like, losing, for example, losing a trade is not failing, right? Shout out to UK. We're in the UK, man.
But are you a different animal and the same beast? What the does that mean, Kobe?
Shout out to the UK. Big up, big up. You can lose and execute your strategy properly. So that's why our job as traders is to execute our process consistently according to our rules and procedures. And you will win or you will learn. You can break your rules and win the trade. And the market will then reward you for bad trading. And if you think that's good, you're fucked, right? You can also execute your process consistently according to your rules and procedures. In other words, you can execute perfectly and lose. So in the trading game, we've got to really reconsider our definitions for winning and losing, for success and failure. And that's what those people in the comments were not traders. They were clearly, spectators, right? Because anybody that's on the field every day, day in and day out, like me, knows it's failing is how you learn. Failure plus correction equals learning. Failure plus correction equals learning. So without the failure, You can't get to part 3, failure, correction, learning. You need that middle piece, the correction. You know, no failure, no correction, no correction, no learning. You get me? All right, so Aquino, representing Midland. All right, shout out to Midland, UK. Big up, big up. Thanks for coming to the stream. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for subscribing. Let me know how you found the stream. I would assume it's because of my shorts. You saw one of my shorts. That's how most people will find in the channel at the moment, but I'm curious to know how you found the live stream. We're day trading the SP 500 futures. It's a beautiful day here in sunny San Diego, coming to you live from San Diego, California. Big shout out to my man Kevin. What up, Kevin? Kevin, where are you representing? What city are you streaming in from? Kevin says, I started trading this year. After a month, I started prop trading. What prop firm, Kevin? Paper trading, didn't allow myself to have the full emotions. Yes, I agree. That was the same with me. I failed the evaluation 4 times already. I'm on my 5th track. Yeah, so I failed 22 times, Kevin. And we were just talking about that. Were you here when we were talking about that? There are people talking shit on me in the comments saying, because I shared that I failed 22 times. I don't know anyone that's been willing to be that honest about these prop firm challenges, but it took me 22 times to pass, which was a year. Okay, so Kevin, you're gonna get tested. You're gonna get tested. Be ready for it. That's all I gotta say. And what people were saying, shout out to CT, Connecticut. Shout out to Connecticut, Kevin from Connecticut. Thanks for streaming. I appreciate you being here, man. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for supporting the channel. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you guys, so thank you. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, people in the comments were talking shit that I failed 22 times. They were like, you shouldn't fail that many times. I'm like, what? We were just talking about this, Kevin. And how like the pros know that like the failures are like, it's like paying dues, right? It's like if you fail and you're willing to assess your statement, right? Like, Kevin, this is what's taken me, you know, the last few years to be able to pull off. This is passing the funded account with a $54 expectancy, okay? $54 expectancy. That's over 200 trades. That's not easy. That means on average, every time I place a trade, I make $54. With that data set anyway. So I like this for a short because you've got selling pressure mounting. Probably coming down to test the low. We'll see. Could do the opposite. That's a possibility. So I've been quick on my feet this morning. Let's see what R1 would look like. 4. That was crazy. What the fuck? Don't know what happened with that order. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate you, man. What resonated with you? I'm curious. Like, what was it that made you say, hey, I'm subscribing? There's a lot of people talking about trading on YouTube. This is messy. This is messy price action. You've got reversals every other bar. Let's look at streaks, okay? So when the price action's like this, and I'll get to the comments in a second, guys. But I just want to let's do some technical analysis here. So this is messy, right? Look at from the open, you know, like how big are these moves? Small moves, lots of tails. Even when you get a move, you get a lot of overlap. So what I want to point out to you guys is the overlap. Do you see how the bars, almost all the bars are overlapping? Basically every single bar is overlapping, right? It's like the chart's like smushed together, okay? So that makes it very difficult to trade within this range. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to say, I'm going to make a rule for myself that we're only going to make executions on the extremes, right? Because getting caught up in all this overlap, it just, I call it seasick, right? It's like you get tossed around back and forth. And it's too easy to make mistakes, of which I've made a couple this morning already. I don't even know what the fuck happened on that last trade. Like, I didn't exit the trade. I just moved my orders. I just set my profit target and my stop loss, and suddenly I'm out. Like, what the fuck happened? So we've got indecision, right? The price is, it's like it doesn't know what it wants to do. So we'll just give it some space. This is when it's good to just kind of sit on your hands. Yeah, very choppy, like, very choppy. Now, not an excuse, right? So you just got to know what to do in that case, right? And I'm over here trying to make trades, and a lot of times if you switch to a higher time frame, when the price is like this, it makes it 1,000 times easier. Like, look at that. That's so much easier, right? So much easier. But even still, like, look at the big tails on the bottom. So after this, I thought that the market had, bearishness to it, just because this little feature right here stands out to me a lot, right? So I could see us getting a move down, but also strong buyers here, right? There were obviously buyers here. There were obviously buyers here. So let's see what happens as we come back into this zone. But, in the middle, that's no man's land, right? That's where you get killed. And I just, entered short there. But as these bear bars start stacking up, right? We've got 1, 2, 3 consecutive bear bars now. The odds start to push towards the bears a little more. Okay, so let's get back to the chat here. Aquino says, I just got back into trading after taking a break, and I'm currently observing the markets and just getting into Jiffy or things. And then I got curious about live streams and their ideas. Okay, cool. Not to copy though. Generally curious. Yeah, it's good. It's good not to just like get dependent on signals, right? You want to be able to be in the control seat. You know what I'm saying? In the driver's seat. Yeah, exactly. You just journal, right? And I might even do my journaling, my post-session journaling with you guys. I've got 5 questions that I ask at the end of every session, and I can share that with you if you guys want. I literally do it on the stream before we end today. No problem. I shared it in one of my videos, but okay. So Raja, hey, what's up, bro? I hope you're feeling great. I searched you from Fiverr. Raja, you can make me a thumbnail for free, and if I like it, then maybe. But yeah, Raja, hit my Instagram, Trades by Bram. If you think you can do better, if you think your thumbnails are better than the ones I have, then send me something on Instagram. But I'm not going to pay you. I'm not going to pay you if I've never seen your work and I've never worked with you before and you're the one asking me. No. but you can do something for free, and if I like it, we could take it from there. Okay. Well, Raja, I'm telling you right now, if you're coming to me, I'm not paying you for a thumbnail. You can design one for free, and if I like it, we can take it from there. But I like the guy I'm working with. I think he's dope. So if you want me to not work with him and work with you instead, you got to convince me somehow. Just coming on here and saying, can you do, can, it's gonna take more than that, dude. Kevin, at the current moment, I'm using Trade Day. Oh yeah, I like Trade Day. I've worked with them before. Actually, I know the founders a little bit. Yeah, Trade Day is dope. Top Step, I also like. What I don't like about Trade Day, and I've used Trade Day and I like Trade Day, and I like the founders. They're great dudes. But what I don't like is that they don't have, like, if you break the daily loss limit, then that's an automatic disqualification. And what Top Step does is they just block you out for the day if you break the daily loss limit, and you can come back and trade the next day. So that's actually an advantage to Top Step. But I wouldn't say there's like much difference between Top Step and Trade Day. Two great firms, in my opinion. Buyers coming in, trying to make a higher low. We've got a triangle now, so that would be the bottom of the triangle. That would be the top of the triangle, right? The market compresses, it condenses, it contracts, then it breaks out. So that's your triangle. Triangles are trading ranges. We'll make that orange. So we've got a channel and a triangle. We can draw like that. Reasonable long after 2 legs down. 1 leg down, 2 legs down. Bounce at that trend line, a support line rather, right? But I don't know.
The reason I say information overload now.
When I'm scalping, and if you guys have seen my scalping strategy video, then you know this. Yeah, Kevin, so that's how it works, right? You have contraction and expansion. It's like life, like everything contracts and expands. Like everything in life is in a state of contraction or expansion, and you shift back and forth. You can think about it in your life, right? It's like inhaling and exhaling. There's a lot of ways to think about it. Ingesting food, digesting food, right? There's a million examples you can point to. So with price action, markets are designed to facilitate trades. How do they do that? They do that by determining a fair price. That's true in the stock market, and that's true in the real estate market, and that's true in all markets. The market exists to facilitate a fair price. And a fair price is where most buyers and sellers agree. And so there's the most trading around the average price. Fair price is the average price, right? So that's why you'll notice That's why, first of all, that's why I haven't, the only indicator I have on my chart is a moving average, because the moving average is the most important indicator, and the price spends most of its time around the average price, and it's always coming back to the average price. So what we have here is just, we're hugging, we're just spending all this time around the average price. We went a little bit below it, we went a little bit above it, then we went a little bit below it, and now we're heading back to it. So always coming back to that average price, right? And then after a point, the market breaks out because it doesn't stay there forever. But you start getting buying pressure building up or selling pressure building up. In this case, we see selling pressure building up. Split the chart in two halves. Okay, first half would be here. Well, let's just draw a line instead, okay? Well, easier way to do it. So this would be the right half, and this would be the left half, okay? Okay, so the purple side or the orange side. Notice on the purple side, no selling pressure, right? It's almost all bull bars. On the purple side, you did not see any consecutive bull bars. We're talking from the open, which is a dotted line, okay? So just this part, okay? Now notice, so here you're seeing selling pressure because why? There's more consecutive bull bars, and there's a lot of consecutive bull bars, and there's literally no consecutive bear bars. And the only bear bars you see, this is a big one, but the other two you see are little tiny dojis with little tiny bar bodies. So that shows you that the sellers aren't really doing shit, right? So that shows you there's a lack of selling pressure. That's purple side. Now let's see what happened after we went back up to test this line. Now you're starting to see, look, before 0 consecutive bear bars. Now consecutive bear bars here, consecutive bear bar, there's a pair, 2 in a row. Now there's 3 in a row, right? So you're starting to see selling pressure build, right? And I just got the sense that we were going to try and break out to the downside, mostly because this was so extreme, right? And it would just make sense. So you see that there's a contraction happening, but as the contraction's happening, you're going to start to see some shifts, and then sometimes you can catch it early, and then we need to wait for a signal, right? So just because you can see the selling pressure building, right? Now also another thing I didn't point out is, do you see any consecutive bull bars? Right? So we went from mostly all consecutive bull bars and no consecutive bear bars to the opposite, right? So that's called selling pressure. We went from buying pressure to selling pressure. Let's get rid of this. But that's what happens constantly in a trading range. The triangle is a trading range. So guys, I got the triangle drawn on the chart, and that's what happens. You have the bulls in control here, and then the bears are in control here. Okay, but as I'm saying, the market's going to try and break out of this to the upside or the downside. And it could be also not that simple. You could break out to the downside, fail, and then get the move to the upside. Remember, I was short up here, or maybe here. Actually, I was short here. And I got fucked. For some reason, that order just ripped on me. I don't even know what happened, but who gives a shit? Just keep it moving, right? Keep the analysis for after the session. It's not time to think about the money right now. Right now, it's just time to look at the chart, make sure we understand what's happening, see if we can align ourselves with the rhythm. It's like a rhythm. There's a rhythm to the chart. So Frank Lowe asked, would you be a buyer of Boeing from a monthly time frame? Frank, I don't trade stocks, just trade the index. Just trade the S&P. I trade all the stocks. When you trade the index, you trade all the stocks. Every single one of them. All at once. How cool is that? Okay, so reasonable to get long here. What did I say? I said I was gonna only take trades at the extremes. So I think that's a good policy. We'll stick to that. Honestly, there's really no good trades this morning. This is a tight trading range. This is a 10-point trading range. My mentor calls this barbed wire. Al Brooks, the guy I learned trading from, he calls this barbed wire because it's just too easy to lose money, right? And this trading session's a great this trading session is a great example of that.
It's captivating.
Guys, I'm not trying to be perfect and pretend. No one's perfect. A lot of other traders, most other traders actually on YouTube are going to try and pretend that they're perfect, and they're only going to show you their wins. And it's just not real. It's just not real. As a trader, you lose all the time. I passed Top Step with a 44% win rate. 44%, okay? And I was able to generate 9,000, okay? So you don't even need a win rate above 50% to be a profitable trader. This is with an expectancy of $54. That means on average, every trade, I make $54 with a 44% win rate. So all these traders bragging about high win rates and only showing their wins, it's not real. This trading game it's a big game of consistency. Walked out one day at a time. It's not about big plays. It's not about getting those big plays, big Hail Marys. It's about consistency day in and day out, steadiness. So in a trading range, when you see a big bar like this, you can short it sometimes. Right, like within this price action, seeing a big bar like that retraces almost the whole range, you can usually get a quick scalp, maybe a couple points, right? Like let's say you shorted that right there. You could probably get ATR on that. 2.5, because usually those breakouts, they pull back 50%, right? So there's a reasonable trade right there. You sell that and you take profits at 50%, right? Let me go for 2. But this is how reliable 50% pullbacks are. Watch. High likelihood we'll get right back to the midpoint of that bull bar, bar 26. Guys, test the emotes function out for me. So type some emotes in the chat and see if it works. I want to see if it works. I just added that feature. It's the first day we're using it. Let's see. Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2. You could also do the opposite, right? If you're going to put your profit target at 50%, You could also buy at 50%, right? That's another option. Now you've got 3 pushes down. 1, 2, 3. Bull's trying to get that breakout to the upside. Now let's watch what happens as the price comes into this zone. Yeah, Kevin, almost every day the NQ is pretty much identical to the S&P, right? NQ. See what I mean? Almost identical.
I'm living in this world, troubles all around, trying to build a place to live and set freedom right now. Begging you, Jesus, come see about me, yeah, about me, yeah. Please have mercy on me. Please have a little mercy on me. Please have mercy on me. Please have a little
Wait for the beat to drop. Okay, so Kevin, the concept of looking at the structure the way you've explained makes a lot of sense. It makes one have more of an edge on the market. Yeah, exactly. So what you said is key. Edge. Where's the edge? In this case, the edge is at the edges. It's actually a pretty easy to understand concept. Support and resistance, guys. You heard of that? You know about that. So the reason why you want to avoid this portion, okay, is because there's no edge here, right? This is 50-50 probability. That's not an edge. Okay, an edge means when you're better than 50% probability. So then where's the edge? At the edges. Look, you know, just to give you guys an idea, when I got here this morning, I had 2 possibilities for the top of the channel. I connected the eyes, okay, like this, right? And I said, okay, it's either here or it's here. We broke this line, right? And then we went up here. So I said, okay, it's probably here, right? And then what happened? Perfect fit. Look at perfect fit. Okay. And then what happened as soon as we got to the edge? We got to move down. Okay. So that's how you find an edge with a market structure like this. It's at the edges or the extremes, right? Near this high, we got near that high, and then we got that move down. Same with the bottom, exactly the same thing. Connect, right? As soon as you get bar 10, draw a line. As soon as we got here, we got the push up, right? We came back down again, and now we got another push up. So where's the edge? Down here? Well, you can just say down here or up here, right? Buy low, sell high. Simple. Simple. Simple to understand, simple to explain, hard to execute. That's trading in a nutshell. Pretty simple to understand. Buy low, sell high. That's a concept pretty much everyone's heard of, right? Buy low, sell high. Yeah. Buy low, sell higher. Yeah, that makes sense. In theory, very simple. Yeah, Frank Lowe, how about that beat though? By the way, this is the trading channel with the best beats. Trading channel with the best beats, hands down, okay? You guys want trading and nerd shit? Go to the other guys. You want dope beats and trading? You bring your ass here, okay? Trades by Brand. Frank, my man. Frank, where are you streaming in from, man? What city? I spent a lot of time selecting these beats, just so you know.
Day by day.
So I appreciate you acknowledging that.
Hiding in temptation.
This is for you guys. I want you guys to have a good time. I want you guys to enjoy being here. I want you to come back.
Set my soul on fire, yeah. Have mercy, oh please, oh have mercy.
Kevin says, thanks for the explanation. Definitely going to implement that. You're welcome, Kevin. Draw those lines. Enter at the extremes. And then the only piece we left out there is, all right, so this is I recommend going to my channel and watching the scalping, my 3-part scalping strategy. But here's the strategy, okay? And this comes from the godfather of price action, Al Brooks. Buy low, sell high, and then take profits at approximately the ATR. So that's how the strategy works. Okay. So we went over buy low, sell high, right? Enter at the extremes. I said the edge, the probabilistic edge, is at the edges, right? How do you know where the edges are? You draw the trend lines. But then what about your stop loss and your profit target? Well, you need a wide stop loss, or you can just put your stop loss above that extreme, right? So if you're selling, you put your stop loss there. If you're buying, you put your stop loss there. But it's usually better to use a wider stop, right? Like maybe, I don't know. You know, I like to do a measure move of the trading range. And that's going to make most people uncomfortable, but that means your stop goes there. Now, you don't have an intention of letting that stop get hit necessarily, but you put it up there so you don't get, so you can adjust and make decisions accordingly. Either way, wide stop is my strategy. This is what I'm explaining. You can do whatever you want to do. This is not me giving you any type of advice because I don't know what's going to work for you. I don't know what type of trader you are. I don't know what kind of account you have. I don't know anything about you actually. But my strategy is to buy low, sell high, and I can tell you that's effective in my experience when the price action's like this. So we're buying down here or we're selling up here, and then the only piece we left out was the profit target, okay? So for example, if we were to sell this, right, after we touch that line, and then we got a strong bear bar, let's say you were to sell on the close of this bear bar, right? Your profit, you'd look at the ATR. Okay, so for me, it's 2.75, right here. If I look in the bottom left-hand corner, so I would set the profit target. I would round down to 2.5, and I would have gotten filled on that. Yeah, right there. Either there, or I would have had to wait, 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, and then that trade would have got hit, right? Alternative is you can wait for the second sell signal. First sell signal, second sell signal. Often better to wait for a second sell signal. You wait for that second sell signal, less waiting, less emotional difficulty, right? Because if you're short here, If you're short here and the market goes one tick from your profit target and then pulls back for 10 minutes and then goes down again and then pulls back again and then finally hits your profit target, that's hard to deal with emotionally. It's good to practice, right? Not freaking out, but that's why waiting for a second signal, which would be here, is better, because then you don't go straight to your profit target. If you notice, we went down and we went up and then we went up and then we went down. So there's a little bit of seasick. You can get a little seasick on that, but less so. Less difficult emotions to sit through if you wait for that second signal. All right, Frank Lowe representing Miami, MIA. Shout out to MIA. Representing 305. We trade to the beat here, that's right. Guys, throw some emotes in the chat for the beats. Let's find some emotes for beats. Music. There we go. Like that. There we go. See that? Again, we're going to watch what happens when the price comes into this area. And we're going to expect the pattern to continue until the chart shows us something different. So the question we're asking here is, what happens? What does the price do when we enter this area? So far, what do you see happening? You see the price projecting down. You see that? So that means there's sellers here. But we've got 4 seconds left on this candle, so let's see. How long have I been funded? I think I got my first funded account in 2022. I've got the certificate here somewhere. (2022). Guys, this is how I feel right now. This is how I feel about the markets right now. Aquino, thank you. It's a work in progress, man. It's a work in progress. I promise you. I promise you that. There's no destination. It's a constant, never-ending process of improvement, learning, growing, making mistakes. Like we've been saying all morning, mistake plus correction equals learning. Price trying to push higher. So we're watching what happens in this area. We've got a resistance zone. Will we get the breakout? Or will we continue in this trading range? It's not working. No, it's not. Bulls look like they're getting the breakout. But what's happening here? So, bulls breaking out of this line. But will the breakout fail or succeed? Odds favor the breakout failing because we've been in this pattern all morning. So it's going to go one of two ways here. We'll get a successful breakout or we will get a failed breakout. Looks like the breakout's failing. 2 minutes left on the candle. Buyers below the moving average. Sellers above. Trading range. A lot of reversals. Easy to get seasick. Easy to panic out of your position. Remember to breathe. Minute left on the candle. Will the bears get a close? We want this black bar to close black. 54 seconds. Looking for this candle to close past its midpoint. Looking for this candle to close past its midpoint, which will be here. We want to close below right here. 30 seconds. Let's see if we get it. Notice we're stopping right at that 50%. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did not close below the midpoint. Bull's possibly getting a second leg up. Although there were sellers up there before, so let's just wait and watch. Patience. Whenever I get anxious, pull out my Rafiki. This is how you gotta be in trading. This is my role model. This is exactly what you gotta be right here. Aquino is asking if I stream every day. At the moment I am. I know, Frank. Frank, you boys got some hot shit, right? You boys got some hot shit, right? Come for the trading, come for the beats. I don't care. Yeah, this is a sick beat, isn't it? Man, I spent so much time just finding the best shit for you guys. Also, it keeps my energy up, right? So the thing with these trading ranges is they'll reverse back and forth all day long. I was pointing that out earlier. That's the overlap. Aquino, I'm happy to hear that. I hope to see you again. Also, share the stream with people you know. If anyone's into trading, if you got anyone you think would enjoy the stream, let them know. We can all hang out. And I appreciate you guys being here. Honestly, it's so much more fun with you guys here. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. I really do appreciate it. This channel would be nothing without you. And I've been trading for years by myself in a room. Right? Trading's a very lonely game. So I appreciate you guys being here. It really means a lot to me. Please know that. So we're just going to be patient. This to me looks like a failed breakout. Okay. bulls failed to break out above triangle. Okay. I typed that with the Z on accident, but I'm gonna leave it. Bulls with the Z, that's hot. Okay, so what happens when the bulls fail to break out above the triangle? When the bulls fail to break out above the triangle, the bears are gonna try and get a move down. And that's what's happening right now. And that's why we're short. Kevin, good question. What time do you normally stream? Way before your guys' asses showed up. Way before y'all asses showed up. I'm here at 7 a.m. Pacific. 7 a.m. Pacific. Actually, a little bit before that. But yeah, 7 a.m. Pacific. Maybe a few minutes before. Are you guys trading or just watching? Last 20 seconds of the candle. You'll notice is a lot of bouncing around, right? And then in the last 10 seconds, look at this. In the last 10 seconds, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Suddenly the appearance of the bar changes. And now, you see 2 consecutive bear bars. And we're short, so 2 consecutive bear bars is good for us. I think it's my favorite beat. But you've also got, yeah, cool. You've also got a possible bull channel, right? It's bearish and it's bullish. That's like what we have when we have a trading range. Probably gonna get out break even on this one. Just take half the point or something. Today's a day for scalping. This is just tough to trade, guys. Bull's trying to get the breakout again. Yeah, Kevin, you don't want to be using tight stop losses in a market like this. You want to trade small? Sorry. I have to remember. I can only say what works for me. Trading small. What I think works is trading small. and using a wide stop. Right, like even this stop's pretty like tight, so it's not the best.
AG.
Minute 13 on the candle. The bulls are trying to get the breakout, so they may get the breakout to the upside. That would get us stopped out yet again, which is fine. But the opposite could also happen. Right? Sellers could come in right here. So we're just gonna wait and see. If this candle closes strongly bullish, increases the probability of a move up. Although this would be a second leg, right? First leg, second leg. So in that case, we could get a reversal here. We'll see. We will see. Not convincing. Key area. Notice when we came into this zone, we sold off. Notice last time we came into this zone, we sold off. So obviously the bulls are trying to get the breakout again. Sylvian, watch, observe. See if you can learn from what you're seeing. Go back to the beginning of the stream. Watch and learn. It's all here, man. I'm literally explaining everything I'm doing. I'm explaining why this is difficult. I'm showing you my losses. When I have wins, I show you those. God helps those that help themselves. I'd rather have you ask a question about the price action. I'd rather have you ask a question about the trading, showing me that you're paying attention, showing me that you're trying to learn, as opposed to a question like, can you help me? I'm here live streaming. Is it not helpful to be able to watch? In other words, I'm trying to be as helpful as I possibly can, dude. Looks like the bulls might get the breakout. Oftentimes the market will come up to this price, go a couple points above, and then reverse. Which is why the difference between a stop here and a stop here is not much. Just watch what happens on this red line. We're being real patient. "15 seconds. Let's see if the candle will close above this red line. So we're waiting to see if what happens here, where we got that push up and then a reversal. What happened here, we got a push up and then a reversal. We're waiting to see if the same thing happens. We got a push up and then a reversal. It looks like the bulls might be breaking out here. I mean, they did. They closed above that trend line. So reason to think we'll get more of a move up.
Well, what if you fly?
AB, spin that bitch. AG.
Close to that stop getting hit. Okay. Bull's getting the breakout to the upside. is my trade journal. This is my trade journal. After action report. Here are the questions I like to answer. We're going to do this together. What went well? Maintained positive emotion, strong psychology. Yeah. Mistakes made. Tight trading range with slight bullish bias. Use tight stops. And let's see what else. Oh yeah. Entered with limit orders. Sorry, entered with market orders instead of limit orders. All right, so those are the mistakes. Every day you want to be able to find mistakes. So those are a few of the mistakes that I made. Opposition I faced. Well, today it was FOMO, right? And what did I learn? That I'm using wide stops and is the only way to go. Any accumulated emotion? No. So that's my journaling process, and that's what I do post session. And I recommend that for everyone, right? Especially when you take a couple losses. It's good to just exhale. It's like digestion, right? And I want you guys to get a real picture of what this game is like, right? It's not all sunshine and rainbows, all right? Some days kind of suck like this, and some days are awesome, right? So you just roll with the punches, you take the good with the bad, just like in life. Roll with the punches, take the good with the bad. Yes, Aquino, it is terrible price action, but I don't really necessarily believe in terrible price action because there's always something that's effective. The reason why you see buying and selling is because there's buying and selling, right? So institutions are trading this. The institutions are not just sitting around and being like, terrible price action, fuck it, right? They're tuning to the pattern. So bull's getting the breakout, but it's a messy breakout. You draw it like that. So Frank Lowe's asking, what's the next level I'm looking at? So the next levels to look for, Frank, are prior highs, right? If you're talking support and resistance, look, that high, that high, that high. Those all have to get tested. Check. 1, 2. Testing level. Testing levels. guys hear me? Give me a thumbs up in the chat if my voice is coming through. Little sound check here. T-Man, thank you. T-Man. Is that because you like tea? What kind of tea you like, T-Man? Okay, cool. Hey, and we're back, baby. That's like standing up 2 hours, using my brain, trying to entertain you guys. All right. So it's good to take breaks. With trading, it's good to take breaks. With streaming, it's good to take breaks. But yes, we're here. We're still live, broadcasting live from beautiful sunny San Diego. I wish you guys could see what I'm seeing right now. I'm looking out at the coastline, looking out at the Pacific Beach coastline here in beautiful sunny San Diego. It's an absolutely gorgeous day. I hope you're doing well where you are. We're day trading the SP 500 in this bull channel. What I thought was a bear channel, but it's a bull channel. And one thing I did say is that bear channels, okay, like that, are bull flags. What's a bull flag? Bull flag is when you have a move up and you get a reversal before the trend continues. So flag is like a pause in the trend, right? It's like waving the flag. It's like slows down. The trend slows down, right? And that's when the bears try and crack that bull channel and make some progress to the downside. But let's just, if we book the chart like this, right? Guys, can you see to the left how strong that move up is? The fact that all these bars are above the blue line, which is the average price, shows you that this is very bullish. And then as soon as the price got down here, bulls pushed it up. Bulls pushed it up. Bulls pushed it up. That's why you see those three tails right there. And essentially the same thing happened down here, right? So I was expecting more of a move to the downside, but you know, that just didn't work out, right? Because it's not what we got. What we got is a bull flag, okay? I mean, technically we're still in a trading range, right? So if we map this out, right? This is a trading range because we went up and then we went down, right? But also, you have patterns inside of patterns. It's like tradeception, okay? Trading inception. Patterns inside of patterns inside of patterns. Because you've got the bigger pattern, and then you've got the little patterns inside of it, right? So, that was the low of the day on bar 2. And the bulls came back and pushed the price almost all the way back down. Okay. And now we just keep going higher. But still, it's a very small day. Look at the move in total is 12 points. So literally the most we've moved from extreme to extreme, right? We're going to measure from here to here. 12 points. Okay. It's 10 a.m. Pacific. 6:30 is the market open. 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30. 4.5 hours of sideways price action. In 4.5 hours, we've moved 12 points from extreme to extreme. That is a very small day. And it's tricky because it looks like it's very much a trading range, which means you could buy or sell. But It's more bullish than bearish. So that's what we've got. And that's what I was saying in the trade journal. Tight trading range with the slightly bullish bias, right? So that's what we got. Limited opportunities. And I think this is the safest thing you can say. Just expect many reversals. And don't expect the moves to go very far. That's probably the other thing I could say. So shorting was a bad idea today. Buying, better idea. Tricky. That's what this is. Tricky. Now, one possibility that I mentioned is we can have a failed breakout above the triangle, meaning it looks like the breakout succeeded. I mean, it does look like it did, right? But then you can also, very often, you'll get some price action outside of the channel, or outside of the triangle, rather, and then the price will get sucked right back in. So that could happen. Or we could just keep working higher. Nobody knows. This is how I feel. This is pretty much what today's like. Watching the markets. Bulls trying to get trend continuation. A minute left on the candle. Looks like they're getting it. But let's wait and see. 55 seconds. Will there be sellers up here? I mean, looks like we're definitely coming up to test the high of yesterday, right? One of those highs. We got three highs. All those blue lines I drew. Teal. Normally you could say, okay, we pulled back to the moving average and then we're going to get a push up again. But I'll tell you why I don't like this. This candle was unable to close above 40, was unable to close above 39. I don't like that. Two consecutive bull bars. So 40 did not close above 39, but then 41, you got a second consecutive bull bar. So what that tells me is that there were buyers down here, right? That's why there's a tail. But the bulls have been scalping all day, right? So I get the feeling the bears are going to get a move down here. But there were buyers down here. There'll probably be buyers down here again. We'll see. Honestly, this is just a tricky day, and I've been saying that to you guys. So, one of the key things is like knowing when to stay out. You know, it's one of the hardest things to learn because, especially when you're new, you just want to click buttons all the time. Bad idea. But maybe you got to get that out of your system when you're new. So that's why I recommend trading on a simulated account, which I did for like a year. No kidding. And some people think that's dumb. Paper trading. I completely disagree. I think paper trading is super important. That's where you do your testing. That's where you test your strategy. That's where you test yourself. Test your patience, test your discipline, test your resolve. That's where you kind of get your reps so that you can pass a funded account with the $44 or $54 expectancy. Expectancy is average profitability per trade. If you're curious about that, go check out the video on my channel called You've Been Lied To About Your Win Rate. It's a must watch. Very important information. Win rate is a completely misunderstood. Much more important metric, APPT, average profitability per trade, or expectancy for short. That means how much do you make or lose on average every trade. Now, can you see why that would be much more important than win rate? Because you can have and what I show in the video is you can have an 80% win rate and still be, be a losing trader. So win rate doesn't mean shit, basically. I mean, it's not unimportant, but it's just not the most important thing. ATR is 1.8. So something I like to do when my performance is not great, and again, I just don't expect perfection of myself. I don't expect myself to be on and just kill it every single day. So I'm okay taking losses. I'm okay if I'm not at my best. It's just part of the game. But one of the things that I really like to do is point out like what trades would have been good trades to take, right? Like, in other words, based on my strategy and what I look for, what would have been a good trade to take? Okay, like what does my strategy say to do given this day? Okay, so one possibility is, the first one I see is here, right? This would probably be the trade for me because you've got a higher low double bottom. Now you also have, you're in a triangle at that point in the day, but the trade would look like this. Either stop goes here, stop goes here. Well, I guess stop goes there, no big deal, right? And then you go for a measured move profit target. And that would look like, I don't know, there. It's not always clear and obvious how to draw these measure moves, but maybe the trading range, which we have not hit yet, but it looks like we're going up to test that. So if this was the trade I took, right, getting long there, stop 4.5 points, going for 8 points. We'd still be holding. And remember, over 4 hours, the market's moved about 12 points in total. It's crazy. It's a small day. But it's all good, baby. It's all good, baby. It's all part of the game. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. Holy shit. Gunning for that all-time high. Gunning for that all-time high. That is extreme. That is extreme. $70,000. I'm always using purple. It's just so extreme. Definitely coming up to test that high. One or all of those highs. Quiet day in the markets. Let's have a look at Forex. Let's look at NQ first. Kind of similar. Flatter. Even flatter. Oh my God.
Trying to build a place to live and set freedom right now.
And we're just keeping in this pattern with this, big move up, sideways, big move up, sideways.
Please have a little mercy on me.
Forex.
Please have a little mercy on me.
Forex. The euro dollar.
So many times
T-Man, what kind of tea you like?
turn me around.
Full channel. EMA support.
mercy on me.
So I'm not going to touch this until we get
Just a little
up here.
mercy on me.
If or when we get up here. Just not interested. And this is a mess.
So many times the devil tries.
Shout out to Kevin. Shout out to Frank. Shout out to Sylvian. Shout out to Aquino. Shout out to Trades by Brand. Oh, that's me. Shout out to Raja. Shout out to Alex P. Alex P was on here before any of y'all motherfuckers. He was on here with me at 7 a.m. or close to it.
Please have a little mercy on me.
Maybe that's the measurement.
Please have a little mercy on me. So many times the devil tries. Turn.
Oh, I get it, T-Man. Because your name starts with the T? Is that why? Is it T for trade or is it T for trader? Trader man. So don't get fucked up here by the messy, choppy price action. Just look at the EMA, right? EMA holding its support. But if I was trading this, I'd still be scalping.
Just a little mercy on me. Troubles all around me, day by day. Hiding in temptation seems it's here to stay. Oh, I need you, Lord. Set my soul on fire.
Doing good.
Yeah. Have mercy. Oh, please. Oh, have mercy.
That's how I feel, guys. $15-minute chart. Much easier to deal with. music. You guys want to see something cool? Check this out, guys. My dad made that.
What the phallic?
My dad does stained glass. That's a stained glass piece. How dope is that? The Pops got some skills, huh? He just sent me that. How cool is that? Bulls possibly failing there. Bears trying to get the move down here. But what happens after? Two legs up. When I saw this bear leg, I'm like, yeah, that looks strong enough for a second leg down. But the bears need to crack support and get closes below it. So that's what we're waiting for. Support is EMA, as you can see. This is the trading channel with the best beats. Don't get it confused. Don't get it twisted. So we're watching to see if this closes below the blue line, which is the EMA. And if the bulls and one or two things will happen. The bears will get a strong close below the EMA, which looks like it's going to happen. 15 seconds left. Let's see. 14, 13, 12. If the bears get this strong close below the EMA, then either the bears cause some damage to the bull case, and we could see a little more momentum down, or the bulls are going to buy that up. The bulls have bought that up. That happened here, bulls bought it up. Bears got to move down, bulls bought it up. Bears got to move down, bulls bought it up. But what's different here is that we're near the top of the range. Okay, so that's why you're starting to see some more down. And then also, the bulls were in control since here, right? Because technically, we've gotten higher lows and higher highs. All of this, right? But like I'm always saying and always reminding myself, it's an area. It's a support area. So we want to see what happens when the price comes into the support area and watch how it reacts. Right? Right now it's uncertain. So a candle like this, the market's deciding, right? Are we going lower? Or are the bulls going to come in and buy this up again? Looks like bulls are buying. Let's wait and see how this candle closes. 2 minutes left on the close. Hit that piano. Waiting and watching. Indecision. Notice this candle goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down. Classic trading range price action, a lot of dojis. You probably already know this, but that's called a doji because there's a big tail on the top and the bottom. 59 seconds left on the candle. And then also another thing that's classic trading range price action is it goes back and forth and back and forth and back and forth the entire time. And then in the last 10 seconds, the candle kind of makes a move in one direction. And it'll often look very different in the last few seconds. Which is why I made that video saying that guy should wait till the candle close to make decisions. It's a smart decision. Should take my own advice on that today. Indecision. Look at that. So let's see what happens here. Last 10 seconds. Let's see if the appearance of the bar changes significantly. It's basically been right in the middle the entire time. There's been almost equal buyers and sellers. So it closed bearish. Good for the bears. Second close below the moving average. Remember I said we wanted to see if 45 closed below the moving average. Well, it did. 46 closed below the moving average. But if the bears are confident, why would 46 have such a small body, small bar body? Right? Sorry, guys. That was a scam call. Scam call. Victor, good question. Look at the top left-hand corner of your screen. It will tell you what I'm trading. Can you see that? And if you can, what do you see? Victor asking, and me saying, look at this green. Good boy. You're welcome. Bear momentum. Notice I drew this purple area, marked out this purple area as a support area, and we're just watching and seeing how the price reacts in that area. That's all. We're watching and seeing how the price reacts. And what you can see is that there's indecision, right? Indecision here, buying and selling. That's the doji, tails on the bottom and the top of the candle. But look at this candle spending almost the entire time showing selling, right? So now we're bearish, retracing almost the entire move. And what can we say? We can say it's a trading range. I got it marked out. So the yellow is a trading range. Wow. Bears getting the breakout, strong breakout. Now, I said I wasn't interested in anything except at the extremes, so I'm going to stick to that. But after a huge bear bar like that, definitely possible to see some more selling. Although we are now in a support area. Why? Because we're on the bottom third of the chart. Strong buying coming in. Bulls bought that. Bulls see that. They go, you know what? That's a good price. Bulls bought above the moving average all through here, right? So the bears pushed the price down a lot, real quick. It took us hours and hours and hours to get 12 points up. Bears get the price to retrace almost the whole move. Bulls go, we still have conviction, you know, because of all this. So they buy that up. Be very interested to see how this candle closes. There you go.
El chakra es un camión de remolque. Hey, G.
See if the bulls can get this candle to close on its high or near its high. Similar to this. 17 seconds. The bear's coming right back. But anything goes until the candle closes. The problem with buying is all that's selling to the left. So
El chakra es un camión de remolque. Hey, G. we're hanging out. We're day trading. We're living life. We're feeling good. You gotta keep your energy up. It's easy to just kind of have your eyes start to gloss over, but you don't want that. El chakra es un camión de remolque. Hey, G.
Tight trading range. Ram. Asking about XRP. Let's have a look, man. XRP, what do you think? I mean, Ram, what do you think about XRP, huh? What do you see? Tell me what you see. Not even. Same pattern. Same pattern.
El chakra es un camión de remolque.
That's what I see with XRP.
AG.
Something like that. Damn. Probably hit 7K today. How cool is that? What a cool beat this is, huh? Juicy. Sick.
El chakra es un camión de remolque. AG.
All right, people. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I appreciate you so much. I love you guys. I love that we get to hang out. Like I was saying, I traded by myself. Trading is a lonely game. I traded by myself for years. It's so cool to be able to do it and hang out with you guys. I hope you come back 7 a.m. Pacific. 7 a.m. Pacific. Get your ass out of bed. Get your ass out of bed. And I'll be back tomorrow streaming it again. So I'll catch you tomorrow. Much love.